In partnership with Universal Partners, we changed our whole approach to foreign exchange, and that's created a lot of our success. Blue Bay Travel is 20 years old this year. It's a mid-sized long-haul tour operator in the main. We're one of the fastest growing tour operator and agencies in the UK. Pricing online's particularly important, and 1% movement in terms of pricing could give you 10 times the traffic. I think foreign exchange is really interesting and important if you're a tour operator. In this market, half a point on the dollar can have a 10% change effect in terms of online transactions and volume. Most of our key properties, Maldives being our biggest destination, along with Caribbean and Mexico, are paid for in dollars, where pound to dollar has been anything but stable and on a downward trajectory for quite a long time. I don't think without the current workflow that we have, we'd have quite the portfolio of contracted hotels that we have. We used to, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, have most of our volume, 80% of our volume, transacted in perhaps 150 hotels. We're now perhaps 500 hotels, and that's not something we could have achieved manually without an awful lot of heavy lifting in our finance area. Now, Universal Partners take that away from us and make sure that the right people are paid at the right time. What we find is by having 100% accuracy on payments, and we pay our hotels ahead of departure, we make sure that we look like a really good partner for hotels, and that couldn't happen without having the process that we have in place today. Before, the way that we were hedging had a huge effect on the business because we were effectively hedging so much artificially that it made us uncompetitive. Foreign exchange is a really complex market and one not to enter without really knowing what you're doing. So what Universal Partners have done for us is made that simple. In our new strategy, what we do is we buy the dollars or agree a trade. That doesn't mean we take the dollars or pay for them, but we agree the transaction at the beginning of any trading month for our budgeted sales for that month. So for October, as we sit here today, we bought £2 million worth of dollars for those transactions, knowing we've got no downturn to face in terms of securing those positions. Now, in a year's time, when many of those customers depart and we choose to pay the hotel 4 weeks before departure or 8 weeks before departure, if the rate has changed, then we'll blend it upwards and take some of the upside. If the rate has gone down, we'll just use that trade to make that payment. So at the moment, we have dozens of open trades with Universal Partners to use. We used to buy foreign exchange when we needed it from our banks, Barclays actually here. That was awful because it was transactional. There was no relationship. Universal Partners go beyond just trying to sell foreign exchange to us. They're there in partnership, knowing that if we buy at the wrong rate, we've got to live with it. They're with us as our partner, having to live with it too. I think if we look a year on, where we're talking about the movement of 3 open seasons at any one time, we'll probably have upwards of £30 million worth of hedges at any one time. And that doesn't worry me at all because I know that the hedge has been done for the right reasons at the right time, not creating any risk. So over the last 12 months, we've protected ourselves from that downside and stayed competitive.